Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. I'm Nicholas Johnston. I'm the publisher of Axios. Thank you so much for joining us here at our Axios House here at South by Southwest. We do Axios Houses all over the world. I love all my children equally, but this might be my favorite Axios House. I love the food and snacks here. I love the great view. The vibe in Austin is awesome. So thank you so much for joining us here. And of course, we couldn't do anything at Axios without the support of our partners. So we're hugely grateful to Lowe's for making this conversation on the future of retail possible. And I'm very excited to welcome for a view from the top conversation from Lowe's, the Senior Vice President of Data, AI, and Innovation, Chandu Nair. Chandu, welcome to Axios House. How are you? There's the mic right behind you. Let's start big picture. So technology upends everything. Retail is not immune from that and the big changes. Give us a sense from your vantage point about the big significant changes you've seen in that landscape over the last few years.
Absolutely. So I'll start by saying this. I think Lowe's has been a trusted brand, in home improvement space for a long period of time. And our mission is really focused on two things. One, solving problems for our customers' homes and actually fulfilling their dreams, because you could be renovating the kitchen, and how do you actually fulfill that dream is really kind of how we think about it. So we try to look at all the technology innovation that happens around us in terms of like, how do we help our customers solve their specific problem or build their next dream project around their home, right? So in that context, I'll say, I think from a customer sentiment perspective, there is two things that is primarily changing. Number one, I think there is the expectations of a customer is not just around shopping for products. It's really for solving their, getting solutions for their problems. So the way I look at that is like, how do I fix a leaky faucet? That could be actually changing the faucet or changing, a washer in that faucet. Like, so what do I need to actually solve that problem, and what do I need to actually fix?
You don't approach it. You think about, I don't need a washer. I need a fixed faucet.
Exactly.
What are the pieces that go into that?
Exactly. So that's one. And two, I think the convergence of the physical and the digital world. So if you think about new homeowners, most of them are millennials with kids. They're used to seeing everything digitized on their phone. So it's important, for them to be able to shop from their home and be part of that home as you shop for solutions, or actually kind of redo their kitchen or redo their bathrooms, right? So that convenience and the convergence of the physical and digital world is another aspect of what we see evolve. And as we look at all of the new technologies, whether that is generative AI or spatial computing, et cetera, or augmented reality, et cetera, we're trying to bring all of that to kind of drive experiences for our customers around that.
We've talked earlier just about the home improvement life and like how all of us as homeowners deal with something like you talked about. I thought it was very interesting. It's an information problem. Unpack a little bit what you mean by that.
Yes, absolutely. And the first part of that is I think there is two types of information problem when it comes to home improvement. One is you're not exactly sure what do you need to do to specifically fix a problem in your house, right? So think about an error code that you kind of see on your dishwasher or your washer dryer, and you really are not sure exactly how to solve that problem, right? Or the same example of how do I fix a leaky faucet? Like, what is the set of instructions to solve that problem? So usually you would go to a store, ask one of our associates or knowledgeable associates with trade skills to do that problem. Now, how do we democratize that knowledge? That is one of the things that we are focused on. And I don't know if we can play this video here.
Oh, we got a live demo. How do you democratize that knowledge?
No pressure. Let's see if it plays out here. All right, so as you can see here, well, I'm going to look here. So like the questions around what kind of grass seeds do I need to plant? So we, in partnership with OpenAI, actually created and launched our home improvement project advisor. If you go to lowes.com/AI, you can really go in there, ask any questions about any of your home improvement projects, and it'll give you step-by-step instructions. But it'll not only do that, it'll actually pull in all the right content, all the products that you need to complete that project, also any YouTube videos that you may actually be trying to search by yourself. And all of that comes in one place for you to do it. So I would have, this week has been busy, so that's one information problem.
Well, let me ask, like a follow-up on that that's super interesting is that you talk about it from that information problem is like, I'm not typing in, how do I buy a washer? It's
Yep.
how do I fix my faucet, which will then lead me to whether I need a washer or what kind of solution might be.
Exactly. And we got that through a lot of customer research that we did. We have about 300,000 associates in our stores. And if you ask our associates, most of them don't get a question of where is a product specifically. They get the same question, hey, here is a leaky faucet. Some of them come with the faucet and say, help me fix it, right? So that is what we're trying to democratize here. The second information problem is most of us live in a dwelling, and if you're like me, I have very little information about my home. The best I have is in a binder and all types of records that I've been keeping, and it's not been digitized, and that part of the world has not changed. Your car is digitized. You get instructions on like when you need to change your oil. But your home, you don't know when to actually change your air filters, right? So the second information problem that we're trying to address is really focused on bringing in every information about your home, everything that is in your home, whether that is the appliances that you have, the spaces that you have, and bring it all together and have one place to actually access that so that it's all focused on solving the specific problem and the need for your home, if that makes sense.
I mean, I'm laughing about that because when you said that, I pictured where in the closet the binder in my house is on like where the air ducts are. I hope I don't lose that binder.
I can never find that binder when I need it.
How do you keep the customer at the center of all of this kind of innovation?
Look, I think everything that we do, the technology is the underpinnings of doing the things, so it's not really tech for tech. The focus is really on the customer. So everything that we do is, as we look at a lot of these emerging technologies, I think of these as Lego blocks that is helping you solve problems that you couldn't solve before, like the ones that I just highlighted. We couldn't really solve that problem without some of the generative AI technology that is there. So the idea is like we tend to build and collect these Lego blocks, and as we continue to do customer research, as you continue to collect feedback from our customers, we bring all of those pieces together and then try to see which Lego blocks can help address that problem and build the right experiences, whether that is for our customers or the associates who help our customers, who are in the front lines helping our customers.
Can you talk a little bit about your role at Lowe's and how changing technology affects the strategy of that? Especially like we can't be at South by and not talk about AI. So how does AI fit into all of that as well?
Yeah, I get that all the time. So my role is focused on all of our data and AI strategy, but the second part of my role is focused on innovation and innovation labs, which is the team that is right here as well. So two part of it. So one, when it comes to AI, it really is the technology by itself doesn't matter unless it can really solve three parts of our problem. One, how our customers are shopping with us, how we shop. The two, how we sell stuff in our stores. How can we enable our associates to sell stuff and provide the whole suite of solutions that can help them sell stuff. Three is about how we work. Is there better ways for us to work? So how we shop, how we sell, how we work is how we are applying AI, because it can be applied in a lot of different ways. But to me, it is really about emerging journeys, customer journeys, and associate journeys in that regard. And the labs has got a different posture. It is really looking at things that is 3 to 5 years out. Because this technology is evolving really fast. So what we tend to do is to look for technologies that is 3 to 5 years out and try and bring things in terms of what actually matters for us. So for example, what is the next chat GPT moment that can happen? And we don't want to be caught off guard. So we tend to do a lot of work, for example, like the work that you see with the Apple Vision Pro, Lowe Style Studio, because we do think there is an immersive experience, whether it's augmented reality, spatial computing, that is going to come to life, especially if you think about redoing your kitchen, Nick. It's like, so it's a $30,000 kitchen. If you were to buy like a $200 dress, the first thing that you do is you look at a mirror and you see how it looks.
Try it on.
You try it on, basically. But you don't see how your kitchen comes to life till you've spent all that $30,000 and actually, see that in your house. And we have one chance to get it right. So it's also important for us to have these in a very immersive experience so you can actually see it come to life before that.
And so a lot of that technology is here. When we're done here, be sure to check it out in the back of the room. That's what exists now.
Exactly.
But let's end on one fun thing, one future thing before we get the hook here. Spin this forward. What's this going to look like in 5 years? What's the secret stuff in the labs you're working on?
Well, the labs is always up to some secret stuff. So I don't know if I can disclose that. I got my labs team all watching from there. But we this week has been busy. We launched 3 key products. So one is the Apple Vision Pro. We are actually, the Style Studio is actually coming to the stores. So if you're in 5 Austin stores, so if you go to any kitchen designers, they're going to use that to actually design your kitchen for you. right? So that is one of the announcements that we're doing. We also announced Style Your Space, which is on Lowe's.com, where you take your outdoor picture and you want to kind of redo your patio. Like it'll give you design inspirations on how to do it. So that you get a preview to that. If you see the outdoor setting that we have, that's something that is out there. And then I talked about Milo's home. So one thing that, as I highlighted, the way I would describe it is all these things are Lego blocks. So what we're trying to do in the labs is to try to bring all these emerging technology Lego blocks. So think about, Nick, you're sitting in your home, you open the Lowe's app, you go to your My Home, and you can actually see what do you need to do to maintain, that home
All
for
these
your
pieces
spring.
are put together.
All
finally.
the pieces, you can ask it questions, and a generative AI assistant is helping you with that question. And then you're saying, hey, I need to start a project. I'm thinking about my bathroom redo. And then it gives you a set of inspirations around how to do it. And then you can actually go to a store and use, Apple Vision Pro and immersive technologies to make it all, come to life with the designer, and then walk out with as to how to do it. So it's really about instilling confidence for our customers and simplifying it.
Something to look forward to. All right, the tools that are around now, we can play with in the back here. Chandu, thank you so much for being here. Huge thanks to Lowe's for making this conversation possible. Stick around. My colleague Nicole from Axios Austin is up next.
Thank you.